Surendra stood near Sri Ramakrishna. He was in the habit of drinking and often went to excess. This had worried the master greatly. But he had not asked Surendra to give up drinking altogether. He had said to him, "Look here, Surendra. Whenever you drink wine, offer it beforehand to the Divine Mother. See that your brain doesn't become clouded and that you don't reel. The more you think of the Divine Mother, the less you will like to drink. The Mother is the giver of the bliss of divine inebriation. Realizing her, one feels a natural bliss." The master looked at Surendra and said, "You have had a drink." With these words, he went into Samadhi. It was dusk. Regaining partial consciousness, the master sang, "Behold my mother playing with Shiva, lost in an ecstasy of joy. Drunk with a draught of celestial wine, she reels, and yet she does not fall." Then he chanted the name of Hori, clapping his hands occasionally. In a sweet voice, he said, "Hori, Hori. O mind, chant the name of Hori. Sing the name of Hori." Then he chanted, "Ram, Ram, Ram, Ram." Now the master began to pray, "O Ram, O Ram, I am without devotion and austerity, without knowledge and love. I have not performed any religious rites. O Ram, I have taken refuge in thee. I have taken shelter at thy feet. I do not want creature comforts. I do not seek name and fame. O Ram, I do not crave the 8 occult powers. I do not care for 100 occult powers. I am thy servant. I have taken refuge in thee. Grant, O Ram, that I may have pure love for thy lotus feet, that I may not be deluded by thy world-bewitching Maya. O Ram, I have taken refuge in thee. As the master prayed, all eyes were turned toward him. Hearing his piteous voice, few could restrain their tears. Ramchandra Datta came in and stood near him. Master, where have you been, Ram? Ram, I was upstairs, sir. Ram had been making arrangements for feeding the devotees on the roof of the house. Master, to Ram with a smile. Isn't it better to stay down below than to be high up? Water accumulates in lowland, but flows down from a high mound. Ram, with a smile. That is true, sir. Supper was ready on the roof. Sri Ramakrishna and the devotees were taken there and sumptuously fed. Later, the master went to Odhor's house with M, Niranjan, and others. The Divine Mother was being worshipped there. It had been Odhor's earnest request that on this sacred day, Sri Ramakrishna might bless his house with his presence.